Good morning and a warm welcome to India Today. Wishing all our viewers a very happy Dussehra. I'm Paulami Saha. Here are the headlines we're tracking at the top of the hour. Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan will have to stay in Arthur Road jail for at least 5 more days in a case related to Mumbai's cruise drug bust case. For now, there is no Mannat luxury for Aryan. He is allowed only 4,500 rupees for food expenses and has to spend the next few days like a normal jail inmate. Here's more.
Bandi number 956. This is how Shah Rukh Khan's son Aryan Khan will be known during his stay at Mumbai's Arthur Road jail. Till the time Aryan Khan is behind the bars, he will only be called by his jail number 956. For his canteen expenses, a money order of 4,500 rupees has been received by jail authorities from his family. As per jail rules, only one money order of 4,500 rupees is allowed in a month. And with the order on his bail reserved, Aryan Khan's jail stay has been extended. Sources have told India Today that Shah Rukh Khan's son, having tested negative for coronavirus, has been taken to the common cell from the quarantine barrack. He is now lodged with other prisoners at Arthur Road jail. Aryan is allowed to get clothes from outside, but he is eating the food served at the jail. SRK's son has reportedly used canteen coupons to get biscuits, snacks and a bottle of water. Aryan has been given a blanket, as is the norm for every prisoner in the jail. Having been in jail for a week now, Aryan Khan is a little disturbed. And while all the accused in the drug bust case were together earlier, they are all now in separate barracks. Jail officials are keeping a close watch on Aryan Khan, 24/7. The star kid is having jail food as no home food is allowed. He is, however, allowed to wear clothes that are brought to him from home. While Aryan can move around in his barrack during the day, he is not allowed out after 6 p.m.
Aryan Khan and other accused are kept in different barracks inside the Arthur Road jail due to security reason. The star kid is allowed to wear home clothes inside the jail. However, no homemade food is allowed. That requires special permission from the court. The big question still remains, will Aryan Khan get bail on October 20th? With camera person Vijay Desai, this is Saurabh Akhtania in Mumbai for India Today.
Shah Rukh Khan's son will spend at least 5 more days in Mumbai's Arthur Road jail as a sessions court reserved its order on his bail plea. The Narcotics Control Bureau alleges that Aryan Khan is linked to illicit drug trafficking and that there are WhatsApp chats of the star kid with foreign peddlers about getting hard drugs in bulk. Aryan Khan, in his defense, has maintained that he has not done anything illegal. The big question now is, will Shah Rukh Khan's son get bail on Wednesday?
No bail for Aryan Khan yet. He will stay in jail till the 20th of October at least. A Mumbai Sessions Court reserved order on Aryan Khan's bail plea. The court is shut Friday onwards for Dussehra break and on Tuesday because of Eid. And there is still no clarity on whether Shah Rukh Khan's son will walk out of jail on Wednesday. Aryan Khan's bail hearing went on for almost 3 hours. The Narcotics Control Bureau that has been opposing Aryan Khan's bail plea alleged that while nothing was found on the star kid, the drugs found on his friend Arbaz Merchant were meant to be consumed by both. The NCB also claimed Aryan Khan is not a first-time consumer of drugs, but that he has been a regular consumer of drugs for a few years. The agency has also hurled the charge of illicit drug trafficking on Aryan Khan, saying that WhatsApp chats with an alleged peddler show that Shah Rukh Khan's son talking about bulk quantity of drugs that could not have been just for personal consumption. The Narcotics Control Bureau has argued that under the NDPS Act, an accused is held guilty unless proven innocent.
फिलहाल तो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स अक्यूज नंबर 1, 2 और 3 का हो गया है, इसलिए होपफुली ऑर्डर्स 28 को उन सबके आएंगे. जो बाकी के बेल और एप्लीकेशंस है वो अभी तक सुने गए नहीं है, जिसके कारण इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से वेदर द ऑर्डर विल कम.
In his defense, Aryan Khan has maintained that he has not bought, sold or consumed any drugs. In court on Thursday, Aryan Khan's legal team, led by lawyer Amit Desai, argued that Aryan Khan's personal liberty was at stake and that celebrities and role models do not deserve extra harshness. Aryan Khan's lawyers also say that the case against him is based on conspiracy and speculation, and that claim about connections to drug peddlers are too far-fetched. Aryan Khan's defense insists that his WhatsApp chats have nothing to do with illicit drug trafficking or illicit behavior.
The NCB has alleged that Aryan Khan could be part of illicit drug trafficking. But the question is, what is the proof that the agency has against SRK's son? Aryan's legal team has said that since 3rd October, the agency has not produced any evidence of Aryan's involvement in the cruise drug bust case. NCB maintains that the probe is at an initial stage and Aryan's custody is absolutely vital. With camera person Swaraj, this is Divyesh Singh in Mumbai for India Today.
The security cover of NCB Zonal Director Sameer Wankhede has been beefed up. Now, this comes after Wankhede alleged that 2 Mumbai police personnel were monitoring his movements. Sameer Wankhede is currently supervising the investigation in the high-profile Aryan Khan drug case. He has also been a part of multiple high-profile raids in the past, including the Sushant Singh Rajput drug case. Under the new security arrangement, a number of armed bodyguards from Mumbai Police and NCB have been added to his security fleet. His official vehicle has also been changed due to security reasons. Mumbai Police Commissioner Hemant Nagrale has ordered an inquiry into Sameer Wankhede's complaint. Actor Jacqueline Fernandez is in the ED's crosshairs. The Jodhwa 2 actor has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for questioning in connection with the 200 crore rupees money laundering case. She is to appear before the Enforcement Directorate for questioning today. The case is linked to Sukesh Chandrasekhar and his wife Lena Maria Paul, who are accused of extorting 200 crore rupees from a businessman over the year, and both of them are currently behind the bars. Conman Sukesh has over 20 other cases of extortion registered against him and even operated a racket from his Tihar jail cell. The Enforcement Directorate is probing if there was any financial transaction between Conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar and Jacqueline Fernandez in the case. Actor Jacqueline Fernandez has already been grilled twice by the Enforcement Directorate. This will be her third grilling by the agency. Earlier, actor and dancer Nora Fatehi was grilled by the Enforcement Directorate for more than 8 hours in the same case.
An infamous 200 crore rupees extortion and money laundering case, linked to arrested conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar and his starlet wife Lena Maria Paul, who acted in Madras Cafe. Nora appeared for questioning at the Enforcement Directorate's Delhi office on Thursday morning.
While investigating the rupees 200 crore extortion case, the Enforcement Directorate allegedly found certain communications between Nora Fatehi and conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar, based on which they decided to record her statement under Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Sources say the ED is also going through the financial transactions of Nora Fatehi.
Jacqueline has been asked to appear before the enforcement watchdog on Friday. This will be Jacqueline's third grilling by the agency. Jacqueline has already been questioned twice in August and September. Sources tell India Today that the 29-year-old Bollywood actor's statement will be recorded under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act in a cheating case lodged against conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar. The agency, according to sources, has been probing if there was any financial transaction between conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar with Jacqueline and Nora Fatehi. The conman, who's lodged in a Delhi jail as an under trial, has been accused of extorting 200 crore rupees from a businessman's wife over a period of 1 year. He also faces 20 other cases of extortion and accused of operating the racket from inside his jail cell. While Sukesh is accused of using his wife Leena, the probe agency is trying to establish if other stars like Nora Fatehi and Jacqueline Fernandez had any role in this entire operation. And crucially, if any money was channeled to offshore accounts using the divas who have foreign roots. Bollywood's alleged links with dubious operators turning out to be in sharp focus.
Along with Nora Fatehi, Bollywood actress Jacqueline Fernandez is also under scanner of Enforcement Directorate. Sources say, in the first statement, Jacqueline told the investigators that she is also one of the victims of Sukesh Chandrasekhar, but later on, ED allegedly found certain evidence based on which they decided not to give her a clean chit, and she is also under probe in this case. Munish Pandey in Delhi for India Today.
Welcome back. After 59 matches spread across 2 halves, we have now reached the D-Day in IPL 2021. Chennai Super Kings will take on Kolkata Knight Riders in the grand finale in Dubai. Here's what you can expect from the mother of all clashes.
It generally is on the surface where the ball tends to keep low.
It's now or never. The stage is set for the IPL 2021 grand finale.
India's Rohit Sharma, who's playing in his first.
Three-time champions Chennai Super Kings versus the two-time title winners Kolkata Knight Riders. We are all set for yet another cracker of a contest. With the 9th final in 12 season appearances, CSK, under the leadership of MS Dhoni, have mastered the art of reaching the summit clash. While the Super Kings have a superior final experience, KKR have never lost one. The last time these two sides met, the game was decided on the final ball of the match. So there's little to choose between the two finalists.
They've got themselves 2 points. They've gone to the top of the table.
CSK's biggest challenge will be handling KKR spinners. The pitches in the UAE have definitely aided the Knight Riders' cause, with Sunil Narine.
Yeah, reaction says we needed that desperately.
Varun Chakravarti
These last few overs, KKR
and Shakib Al Hasan dominating their oppositions.
this game around.
All three boast of an economy rate of less than 7, and their stranglehold on opponents is the major reason behind KKR's rise from the 7th position at the halfway stage to becoming finalists. Their middle order remains a concern, even though in the last game Robin Uthappa came good after Faf's departure in the very first over. Uthappa's performance, though, will be enough to keep Suresh Raina out of the playing 11.
For Robin Uthappa. All gone.
For the Knight Riders, Andre Russell could make a comeback after he was seen bowling on the sidelines of the second qualifier. If not, expect KKR to go in with the same 11 again. Win the toss and bowl first has largely been the mantra for the teams in Dubai, with 9 out of 12 games won by the teams chasing the season. In fact, the 5 games Chennai have lost this season have all come in games where they've batted first.
They go through and they win it.
On the other hand, 6 out of 7 wins for KKR in the UAE leg have been run chases. So expect the toss to play a crucial role once more. Will it be the men in yellow or the men in purple and gold to lift the crown? We'll know it in a few hours from now. The clash of the Titans awaits. Sports Bureau, India Today.
It's a fact that MS Dhoni is in the twilight of his career, with him accepting the mentor's role for the Indian side for the upcoming T20 World Cup. Speculations are rife whether this will be his last IPL as a player. With the new IPL cycle beginning next year, Dhoni's future is uncertain. Here's the latest on that story.
One could see the glimmer in MS Dhoni's eye when he hit the winning runs in the first qualifier.
He might be able to. He has.
His side had reached yet another final, their 9th in IPL history. Considering CSK were suspended for a couple of seasons, 9 IPL finals in 12 years is a phenomenal feat.
Strike. Gets it away.
Amidst a sharp decline in batting returns this season, MS Dhoni came out and smashed a 6-ball 18 to take his side to the final.
He came ahead.
It was like he had turned back the clock, and Dhoni, the finisher, was once again in his prime. But the truth is, Dhoni is in the twilight of his cricket career. Nobody knows when he'll call off time on his wonderful career, but surely going out on a high with another IPL title would feel like the best send-off possible. But with MSD, nobody can be sure. His test retirement came out of the blue. He announced his retirement from limited overs cricket with a video post on Instagram. There were speculations, but still MSD caught everyone by surprise. His elevation to becoming Mentor Singh Dhoni also might be a big factor if he decides to call it quits. Even though MS Dhoni won't be charging a single penny for his involvement as the mentor of the Indian side at the T20 World Cup, his new appointment could pave the way for his future course of action, especially when there will be clamour about a possible conflict of interest in the making. MS Dhoni is a legend of the sport. He has won it all, and he deserves to go out of his own volition. Don't be surprised though if he lifts the crown and calls time on his incredible career. The new cycle begins next year, and teams will have to do some heavy rebuilding. Whether Dhoni stays on to be a part of that remains to be seen. Sports Bureau, India Today.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thank you so much for watching.